and its owners and associates take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guests. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of the site or the radio station, and opinions between talk show hosts may conflict. The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences under the age of 18. Listener's discretion is advised. Hey guys, you're listening to Gma's Front Porch. I'm your host, Gma, and we have our co-hosts.
My name is P-Snacks on the interwebs. You might have heard it, might have not, I don't know.
P-Snacks? What's P-Snacks?
Oh, it's a long story. It's
No, we have plenty of time.
Oh.
Now you're like, I don't want to tell the story.
No, it's I guess it's an interesting story. Well,
curious, because I mean, people probably want to know why I'm Gma, but I'm not going to tell them because that's
the mystery.
That's the mystery. We can't let it's too fun to let somebody know the mystery, too soon, right? You want there to be build up. So,
well, I'll tell you my mystery because you gotta let one.
I'm sure you have plenty of mysteries.
You gotta let one of the cats out of the bag.
One?
How
many do you have in the bag?
Enough. Christmas is coming soon.
Oh, they're all wrapped up. Okay, I want to hear this.
So it was like back in the tender year of 2007. I started a YouTube channel, or just like an account anyway, because I wanted to. I forget if I was like wanting to make stuff, or I just wanted to make an account so I can like save videos and like.
Just because, like was it like a test thing you were saying? Like you just wanted to try it out? Right?
Well, it was either.
And what year was it again?
2007.
Oh, okay.
So it was like right when I was starting high school. It was freshman year, the tender year of 2007 when Halo 3 came out, and
good times.
In those times, and Halo 3 Game Fuel. Woo! That was good.
I remember all the Mountain Dew Game Fuel things that was out there.
And so when I was making the channel, my username and whatever for the YouTube,
right?
I was like thinking in my head, I was like, and a lot of people think like 90% of the people that like see my name, they say like, oh, he must be like a Packers fan. And I'm like, it has nothing to do with sports.
Oh yes, the common misconception?
Yeah.
Is that what it'd be? Yeah.
It's like
oh, he's a cheesehead.
I'm like,
oh no,
nothing to do with sports in any way, shape, or form. And I was just like, it was because I wanted to.
And you're just like, F you.
Yeah, it was just because like I was like, okay, I just want to make a name that has like just maybe like two words that say like go well together or rhyme off each other.
Right. You just thought it sounded nice.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with being a Packers fan.
Yeah. And so I was just like thinking in my head, I was like, I don't know why, but just the first word that popped in my head was like Packer. And then I was like trying to think of the next word that would like rhyme with that, or like kind of fit well with it. And I was like,
Snacks.
snacker, like packer snacker. I was like, okay, whatever.
That makes sense. So you were just going off like a rhyme kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like no pun intended, but there was no rhyme or reason behind the name.
No.
Actually, no, there was a rhyme or reason.
Well, it's just too like rhyme or kind of like roll off the tongue.
I mean, it does roll off the tongue.
And then
Packer snacker.
Then eventually, as I just continued using that as my username in multiple websites or gamer tags, kind of like online handles.
What were you trying to broadcast? Can I ask?
On YouTube.
Yeah. Or are you still doing it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because
we don't know. So.
Yeah.
What, you thought you were big or something? That's not happening.
And as I kept on using that same name, it like progressed and evolved over time into better things because it eventually became just Packer Snack.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It eventually became just Packer Snack. I kind of dropped the snacker part. And that's kind of a natural thing of when people
they start a name.
If you have a long name, people just call you by a shorthand name.
It's so true.
Just subconsciously
right.
do that, and so that kind of happened with my username.
That's like my name, like Grandma. But then people are like, well, we'll just call you Gma.
Gma.
I mean, it just makes sense because I don't want people to call me Grandma.
It's too long.
It's too long. It's not catchy. It doesn't have any like oomph, to it. So, for lack of better words.
Yeah. So my name eventually became Packer Snack, and then after that,
it's so funny. Like the name is just like evolved over a period of time. That's interesting.
It's like latest.
That's a good point though.
Its latest iteration that came. Actually, I didn't come up with it. There was this person on Twitch, which was it's a streaming site, most commonly. Pretty much mostly used to stream. People stream video games on it, and
mostly. Yeah. Some people do other stuff, but
yeah, you can do IRL stuff and cooking
right
on it now. But there's this one. There's this
I don't know if I want to see a gamer start to do cooking.
It's probably just I
might end up terrible.
Got some pizza rolls in the microwave. That's how you cook.
I brought home some Little Caesars today. And we're going to throw it in the microwave. Let you know how that goes.
See you back in 5 minutes. Yeah. And there was this one streamer.
Oh, no.
It was actually a duo. It was these two girls named...
One Cup?
No, not quite. This is past that.
Oh, okay. Two girls. I'm sorry. That was completely inappropriate, but it was kind of like...
The moment was there.
It was right there.
Mm-hmm. And Gma decided to pursue it.
I did.
And
anyway, the two girls.
So their Twitch name was Watashi Machine.
Watashi Machine.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And
washing machine.
Yeah. And the one girl,
that's
one
so
of them's
cool.
Named Kemi, the other one's Sid. And
I wish I had a catchy name.
Yeah.
Oh well.
They eventually, it was Kemi, she eventually just called me P Snacks.
P Snacks.
Yeah.
And you just rolled with it. It makes sense. I mean, if someone could call you I don't know, what else could they call you? The Bearded Lady? Mm-hmm. And then you would just be Beard Lady. And then you just become BL. Same thing, right? It's just evolution.
Yeah. And then eventually that's the iteration of that username that I use these days.
P Snacks.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's cool.
It's it works, and it's probably the shortest hand. It's the shortest hand version you can get of that. I would think. You still kind of keep the whole name intact instead of just being saying the name and be I have no idea.
What it could mean.
That name.
I mean, it's more fun if the name has a meaning, because if it's just random, people are well, it's random, it's cool, but there's no meaning behind it. Where's the fun in that?
So from 2000, so the name is evolved from 2007, starting at Packer Snacker, all the way till the here and now, 2017 Peace Snacks.
Right. I think most names probably start off like for us. They probably started off when we were at that age, like late high school and stuff. I mean, I have other usernames too, but mostly people just call me Gmod. I mean, it's just what it is. But it's nice to have you on the show, co-host P Snacks. Appreciate your time being here with us right now. We're I wanted to go over some of the phrases I found today, and I want to see what you think of the phrases. What I'm actually curious what everybody thinks about these phrases. So, P Snacks, if I ask you, what does "fit as a fiddle" mean? Now, I looked up what they actually mean, but I'm kind of curious what your whole
Fit as a fiddle.
Fit as a fiddle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of those sayings. It's like it's been around for so long, but you don't ever really think about it.
No, not really.
What it actually means. I mean, you can take it literally and think is like, well, fiddles are pretty like skinny, right?
They are. That's true. I mean, but what do I say when I'm saying you're fit as a fiddle?
Saying I'm really, really skinny, like Jenny Craig diet.
Well, I mean, you're kind of on the right path. Actually, it's one who is in good health, and that's pretty much it. If you're fit as a fiddle, you're in good health, which is so weird to me because it doesn't make any sense to me. What does a fiddle have anything to do with my health? You're telling me that I am healthy because I look like a fiddle? Like I don't get it, like because I got the whole hourglass thing going. Like I don't understand.
What are you trying to say?
Well, and that's the thing. Like you look at these phrases and you're like, what? Like what does it really mean? That's how bizarre our language is. And then here we got another phrase for you. What do you think it is if you can't stand the heat? This is a known one. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. What would your take be on that? Because if it was me, yeah, do you have something to say or?
I'm still thinking of like what it could mean.
Dude, if I didn't like really know what the phrase meant before, I kind of used to think, oh, it's just because I can't cook. I got to get out of the kitchen. That's what I thought it was for like the longest time. And then it really has nothing to do with the kitchen at all. So it's just weird how that works.
Can't stand the heat.
Yeah, get out of the kitchen.
Get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, everyone says that. You can't stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen. It's just a thing.
I think it means maybe it's like a saying for if you can't like take the pressure of the situation.
Yeah, actually, you hit it like right on the head. Because it's apparently it means one should just continue with the task if they are unable to cope with it due to pressure. So if it's too much pressure for you, get the flipper flapper out kind of thing.
Sweet! I did it!
Exactly. So, you ready for the next three?
Hope so.
I'm not testing you on this. God, do you think you're gonna lose points or something like that? Oh, that'd be fun. We can do that later. Okay, so number 3, poke fun at. What do you?
So, like, if I'm poking fun at you, who's been like teasing?
Kind of.
I'm teasing you.
Like you're teasing? That's all you think it is?
Well, I know that's like kind of that saying's like commonly used if you're like teasing somebody.
Yeah. If you're like making fun of something or someone, sometimes you ridicule, kind of thing. But it's just kind of weird because like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna poke you? And be like, ha ha ha? I'm not gonna. Again, it's so strange because what does that have to do with making fun of someone? You're telling me if I'm poking someone, I'm laughing at them. Is that what's going on?
I think so. I don't know.
Like if you actually think about it literally, you're just like, wait, what?
It's like poking someone physically, like, oh, that's funny. Or you're funny, or something's funny.
I'm not funny, but I'm working on it.
I don't know. It's like I was thinking, I don't know, you're teasing someone's my guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You're making fun of something else. How about high and dry?
So like leaving someone high and dry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that like that saying usually goes with usually means like maybe you're also kind of I think that and like
Yeah, we're not talking about the other high. We're talking about yeah okay. I just want to clarify that.
I think that and throwing
for all you people that sorry.
Yeah, for anyone that's 420s.
The 420.
420 Blazers.
Good thing you didn't finish that sentence.
Cause that saying like goes pretty much.
It's 442 right now. That's weird. Good thing it wasn't 420.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like that saying pairs pretty much with. Like, I think when you say like, oh, like threw me under the bus, like that's has this very similar meaning. So if I was to use high and dry, that mean I like say if me and you were in like a given situation and I just like bailed and like left you there.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
You left me behind. Mm-hmm. You left me high and dry. But again, literally, high and dry.
I'm high. It's a kite.
And then you're dry because you're up high.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's to be left abandoned, being in a helpless situation without a way to recover.
Oh wow.
So if you left me high and dry, you are a terrible person.
Oh, no way to recover.
I mean, you wouldn't be my friend. Actually, you still would be a friend. You would be
you knocked down a couple pegs.
Yeah.
On the friendometer.
Yeah, the friendometer would be like you'd be at like number 1 or 2 maybe, and then the friendometer you'd be down at like -10.
Snap.
And if you're a -10, then that means well you're probably gonna get hurt, but not by me because I can't hurt you. I'd have to hire an assassin.
Yakuza.
Yeah, no, I'll just hire an assassin and just take you out.
It's like he can hurt you because
I'm paying him to do it.
Because you and the assassin are friendos.
No, we're not friends. I don't know him. So I hope you know that you're on the friendometer at -10. Ozzy, cheers. How about the last one? Under your nose. Not talking about boogers.
Like if you say like it's like, oh, you did something under my nose.
Yeah. What would that mean?
I would say that.
Or if something is under your nose.
Oh.
Not your mustache.
I mean, it is.
I mean, it is.
Also, the rest of my.
Yeah, you're lucky. I can't. I can't grow a mustache. I mean, I can. It'll just take forever.
Oh.
But P Snacks over here, he's got like he's like a Viking.
No shave November, yeah. But November's almost over. So.
Wait, I forgot it was No Shave November.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why you look like a Viking. You just got to do like little twisties, like in the bottom, like Jack Sparrow,
be like Gimli
from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Be like Gimli from Lord of the Rings, but you never throw a dwarf. And yeah, so under your nose, that usually means like something's like kind of hidden in plain sight. And
yeah, you're you pretty much got it. You're missing something that should be really obvious. And so since you got that one right, I put you back up on the friendometer, And so now I'm not going to hire an assassin and go through that whole thing. Well, because I was thinking about it, I was like, I'm actually going to pay money to take care of that. And I'm like, I don't have any money, so why would I do that? I'd be in debt. He'd have to put me on a payment plan or something like that.
Subscription.
Yeah, I'd have to put like monthly installments towards yours.
Like three easy payments of $299.95.
Wow, Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna be like $299. Well, that's a really cheap assassin. Speaking of assassin, wasn't there like an Assassin's Creed movie that was coming out soon or something like that?
Yeah, there was an Assassin's Creed movie. Well, it's been out for like. I think
This hasn't been out that long, has
I
it?
think it came out in October.
Really?
Either that.
I think I want to see it.
Either that or September.
I want to see it. Have you seen any good movies lately?
Yes, I saw one yesterday actually.
What was it?
Thor Ragnarok.
Oh no! Don't tell me. I didn't see it. I want to. I really want. I want to see a lot of movies, but I didn't. I haven't seen that one. I actually, for the first time yesterday, I saw La La Land. Actually, it wasn't yesterday. It was a couple days ago.
It's on theaters.
La La Land? No. It's on DVD. No.
Never heard of it.
I'm just saying, like, movies in general. It doesn't have to be like movies you've recently seen.
Uh-huh.
You know, like at the movies. I'm talking like at home.
Well,
that movie was pretty cool, and it actually made me cry twice.
Double whammy.
And usually the movie is pretty good if it makes me cry twice. That doesn't usually happen with me.
Yeah.
I get a good cry here and there, but that one just, it hit me. I just laid on my bed. I'm like, for a moment, I was just contemplating my whole life at the moment. I was like, well, it's okay. It was just a movie.
I think the movies that get me, I don't think too many movies, like, get me to tear up a lot or cry. Usually the ones that do, though, are, they involve animals. Children, something bad happens to them.
That's always hard.
Like there's like
Old Yeller.
One movie, more recent example is
mine's an old
Marley
example.
and Me.
Oh no! No!
And then when I was like way younger, my dog Skip.
Oh no!
The dog that like near the end he's got.
Why do they always all have to be dogs?
Near the end of the movie, he got like hit.
I know.
By like a shovel. It was like a very audible moment. Like you don't see. I don't think you see him.
It's gonna make me so sad.
Like you don't see him get hit, but you hear it. Definitely hear it. And then the dog's reaction to that.
I'm not laughing at that situation. I'm just laughing at how you said that. Like you definitely hear it.
You hear it, boy, do you ever?
Boy, howdy.
So yeah, that, and then also if like any bad things like happen to children.
Well, I mean, the fact is, like, when it comes to, like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but animals do die, and sometimes if they die in a movie, I'm sorry, it is realistic. Because they don't live forever. That's just kind of how it is. But, I mean, I'm sure everyone could agree with me and on the Old Yeller. I mean, that was hard for me to watch because I knew that, you know, him having rabies, he can't really control anything he does anymore. Like, it just takes you over, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what rabies do? Yeah, they take you over. So, I mean, I don't know. That one hit me hard. Way back in the day.
Yeah, I think, since I play a large assortment of videojuegos.
What are videojuegos? Oh, video games.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'd say games make me tear up or cry more often than movies. This is because like
video games.
That's what, like,
I'm not judging.
That's like with RPGs and stuff when you get like really invested in characters,
right?
And like care what happens to them.
Oh, okay.
Like for example, like Metal Gear Solid 4.
Right.
At the end of that, it was like really, it was really good, or it was a great game because it kind of wraps up everything, you know, characters,
the whole story,
and motivations, and
the whole story, or just that Metal Gear.
Like the whole series.
I haven't really played too much of the Metal Gears. I mean, I've seen it, but I haven't really played them.
Because like when you start playing a series, like let's say when you're, for example, like you're like 15,
Mm-hmm.
and then you've been with that series all the way until like you're, I don't know, like 20 some, and then you finally get to the end of it. Then at that point, you really care about what is going on with the characters in the game. And then so something like
with Snake, right?
yeah, so like something unfortunate happens to them or something, like if someone dies, then it like really
Impacts it.
mm,
Kind of like when there's a series on television and then they kill off like a main character or something. You're just like, why would you do that? Oh, it gets better ratings. That's usually what the reply is from, the people from the broadcasting. They're like, oh, well, we thought we'd get better ratings from all the people, and everyone's just like, no, you killed off a really good person.
I think other than
There's plenty of shows that have done that.
yeah, I think
I know Walking Dead did that.
yeah, I think well in terms of like movies, other than like movies that involve animals or kids, like like well Star Wars like Force Awakens episode 7, like that got me to some extent when Han Solo died.
Oh, I know.
Spoiler alert!
I couldn't. It's too late. You said it, and then spoiler alert after that.
I'm sorry, but
You'd have to rewind.
if you haven't watched it,
Rewind the
movie
tape.
yet, then
I'm sorry.
in like
It's okay, Josh. We know you're sorry.
in the movie industry, there's an old movie. You should have watched it by now, so it's okay if I spoiled it.
You can't keep up on all the movies. Ouch. That really hurt. I hit myself too hard. You can't keep yourself. I mean, I can't. I have work. I keep hurting myself. I mean, I have work. I have my. I have. Well, let's just throw it out there. I have work. I have my child. I have family. I have friends. It's just, and so I'm not always wanting to watch a movie. Anytime I go out, it's like, what am I going to do every time I go out? Really? Every time? Well, let's go watch a movie. It's like, no, sometimes if you want to go for a hike, or if you want to go down to your local bar, or if you want to go down to, a basketball game or something, so personally, I can't keep up with movies to the extent that some people do. I don't know what your story is.
Yeah, I don't really keep up like.
Because you probably do family, friends, games, movies, right? But you often go to movies.
I don't really keep up with movies. It's like really,
or even TV shows.
Yeah, I don't really watch TV. I mean, I've not watched cable TV for like a million years.
I don't think anyone in our demographic watches TV anymore. I mean, granted, I'm sure there's some, but mostly everything's just on the internet now.
Yeah.
Like Gma's Front Porch. We're on the internet.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And yeah, the only movie I like really keep up with and like go out of my way to see like the day it comes out or anytime soon is Star Wars or at the time Lord of the Rings, but that's come and gone.
That was kind of like me. I'm sure people will think this is garbage, but that was kind of like me with the Fast and Furious thing too. Anytime, because I'm a huge
Tokyo Drift.
Because I'm a huge like gearhead, diehard car guy, and yes, I know I have a problem. I saw someone for it, and they said we can't help you, so I just stick to having the same car problem. Like literally, I will probably decorate my car with holiday things just because I'm too much in love with. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do a car in the exhaust or anything like that. I just like.
You can probably marry a car if you go to Japan.
Okay, I'm not. I wouldn't though.
Because there's this guy who married his DS.
Are you serious? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So I don't think it'd be unrealistic for you to marry a car.
Well, I don't plan on
go
it
to Japan.
because no. Besides, the hole's too big. Okay.
Oh.
Nope, we're not going there. Stop.
That reminds me of.
You see what you made me do?
It happens.
You're the problem.
It happens.
You need to leave this show.
It happens.
But don't leave. You start to cry. One single tear just drops down. On your
Sad day.
cheek.
Oh
boy.
what that remind me of?
Trying to paint a picture.
Oh yeah, in Japan, there's like a situation where I think it was like either your job or
Sonic Intruders?
there's a company that pays you. They'll pay you if you're married to a fictional character.
What? That's not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after our break, since you say that's a thing, I got some facts for you too. That you're probably gonna blow, not your load, however, but you'll probably blow your mind too.
Something's blowing.
Oh, jeez. So we will get back after this, and we got 21 Pilots coming up here. Stressed Out.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We're stressed out. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Used to play pretend, bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money.
Alright, and we're back with Gma from Porch. And so there was, what was the fact you said?
Gma's from Porch!
It was,
Welcome back.
welcome back, Gma's from Porch. So, anyway, what was that fact you told me?
What, the
Yeah, you said there was something interesting. And now I can't remember what it was.
I'm talking about the internet one?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's a fact that it exists.
Well, I learned a couple facts today. And so this is going to be our, I was thinking this could be like our little fact segment, really quick. So, you're going to blow your, okay.
We did that.
You're going to, lose yourself. When I say, in the UK, did you know that it's illegal to eat mince pies on Christmas Day? Mince pies. Yeah, you can look it up. I actually don't know what mince means.
Does it mean like mince as in like cut up?
I have no idea, but apparently it's illegal in the UK to eat mince pies on Christmas Day.
Don't do it.
So, why? Like, what's gonna happen if I eat a mince pie on Christmas Day? There, are they just gonna
be?
Is the police just gonna crash down my door and be like, "You're under arrest," and like hold guns to my face? Like what? Like, I don't get it.
If you do that, then you're a hardened criminal.
You go to jail, and then like, man, bro, like, why are you in here? And you're like, man, I don't know. I just
killed a man.
Yeah, you killed a man. Oh, what'd you do?
Oh, pies.
Yeah, I
all you need to know.
ate some mince pies on Christmas Day. Man, they didn't even see it coming.
That's great.
Yeah. Police stormed my house and brought the helicopters and
spotlights,
and they brought dogs, canine units, and
fish and chips,
and yep, they brought what?
UK.
Yeah. So you've got to be a really hard criminal to eat mince pies on Christmas. So do you know why? Do you have any idea? It is actually a fact on where I was. So back in the 1650s, during I can't remember his first name, but Cromwell's reign in England, mince pies along with other Christmas treats were forbidden in an attempt to tackle gluttony. Gluttony? I can never say that right.
Gluttony?
Yeah, a gluttony. Is that what it is?
Or
so apparently that's illegal. That's pretty weird to me.
Yeah.
But what's your take on that whole?
Well, if I was in the UK,
I want to hear a famous P-Snacks comment.
I'd just do it out of curiosity.
So you would push the edges.
I mean, it's like
you're telling me that
if you do it, how will they know? If you do
they're
it
watching you.
In your home.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they have a special like camera at each house for
Big
mince
brother.
Pies. I don't know, mince pie camera.
Big Brother is always watching.
Big Brother is always watching you. Make sure you're not eating pie. I'm not really 100% sure about that.
That's like at a.
You can look it up if it's myth or fact, but from when I went by my source, I should have got the site down. But apparently it's a true thing. So
it's like if you work at Disney World, then you're not allowed to point.
Is that really a rule?
Yeah, because it's like. Well, it's like too forward, or it's not. It's not. What? It's rude, I guess.
What if you have to point to an object, or like, oh, I don't know where this is, and then the person that's assisting you is like, oh, it's right over there, and then like your boss sees you point. Hey Jim, you want to come over here for a second? What did we tell you about pointing?
File a formal complaint.
Well, boss, I was just pointing out the ride. And then I could see the boss being like, no, we don't point here. That we don't do that. We use our elbows.
See, what they do, so you're not allowed to point. What you have to do is you have to like use all your fingers.
All your fingers? So you're telling me you got a knife hand?
Yeah. You can't point.
What if you accidentally knife hand someone in the face? You're like, oh, excuse me, sir, I'm just trying to assist this couple, so they know where the ride is. Yeah,
That's
that
okay,
works
because you're not pointing.
Because I'm using all my hands. Why don't I just use my fist? I'll just use my fist next time. And let's see how good that goes.
It's not allowed.
Just a. How do you know it's not allowed?
I've researched.
Have you been there enough? You just know.
No, there's just the article.
You just research Disneyland in your spare time.
Yeah. What?
Well, I'm not
Are
judging,
you a
but
hobby?
your hobby. Yeah, I ski, I bike, I research Disneyland. What?
During my lunch breaks.
Oh, actually, people, you always do kind of funny stuff when you're on your lunch break, right?
Yeah.
You just,
Well, there's this article that popped up on Face Novel that was like, oh, it's like the things that Disney doesn't. The title of it was like, things that Disney doesn't want you to know, and employees like come out and tell you.
oh boy.
So that's where it's like, that's where they came from with like, oh, you're not allowed to point, or you're not allowed to, like break out a character if you're dressed up as like a Disney character.
What if you do?
Then
You get arrested?
You are out here.
What are you, an umpire?
Yeah.
For Disneyland?
Yeah.
What if they have like an umpire for each like situation? So like when you go into the office and they're like, so yeah, I'll just have my umpire take care of you.
Like opens the door
And then you're like,
you are out of here. And then the boss is like, that's enough, Stan.
Stan, you're done. Go away. So you ready for the next fun fact?
Mhm.
Did you know that there's a word? Please forgive me if I say this wrong, but I think it's cherophobia.
Is it you're scared to share?
It's spelled CHEROPHOBIA, like cherophobia or cherophobia. Well, anyway, it's the fear of fun.
That's kind of weird.
That's actually a thing, apparently.
I'm having too much fun.
Yeah, like, that's weird, right? And I was kind of thinking about that. I'm like, why would anyone have too much fear of fun? I mean, do you think that's just like, I don't want to get like weird, but is that just like a mental like disability thing? And again, I'm not trying to talk like, crap. I'm just saying like, is that like, oh my gosh, we're having so much fun. Well, we better stop now because this is not going to be good. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, all phobias are like a mental.
But the fear of fun, it's just, to me, it's just, I can't grasp it. But unless you actually have like some sort of disability, okay, I understand that. But if you're just like scared of fun, but then it would kind of depend on what your version of fun is, right?
It's like, man, I hope you don't have fun playing something like what should we call it? It's like you better not have fun playing like a bunch of other types of video games.
Right.
Then you're out of the picture. So then you'd be stuck just playing like Minesweeper. Some games that aren't fun.
But it's not fun to you, see? What if it's fun to somebody else?
Then I'd be like, that's weird.
You're weird. That's okay. We're all weird. We all have some form of weird. But regardless, I think that is strange. The fear of fun.
It's probably even
F is for
stranger.
What's that SpongeBob song?
F is for. I know it's the.
Please give us the PG rated version. I don't need no.
I know. F is for fire that burns down the whole town.
Okay, that's
U is
not
for uranium bomb. N is for no survivors. When you plankton. That's not what it's talking about. That's like the plankton part.
You did that really well. Plankton. It's that famous SpongeBob episode where they do fun. I can't remember what the actual.
U is for ukulele. N is for anywhere, anytime at all down here
in the deep blue sea. That's catchy. But I don't remember what the F standed for. I could think of what the F could stand for. but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Friends? I think it was like Friends, right?
Like it's F is for friends who do stuff together.
Yeah, there it is. You got it. Ding, 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 ding. We don't have any sound effects yet, folks, but we will in the future. I want to get sound effects later. I think that'd be fun. It'd be fun to actually like have different. So the last fun fact of the day. Are you ready for this?
Ukulele.
You ready for this? It is Billy goats urinate on their own heads.
First, tell me how you do it. Billy Goats. Tell me your secret.
I saw that and I was like, what? Excuse me?
It's like, do you get help from other goats to like?
You get like a golden shower. So apparently this is a fact. Believe it or not. Billy goats urinate on their own heads.
They just like.
What is your take on that? Peace next.
Oh, do they like urinate on the ground and like rub their head?
They
in it,
urinate
or,
on their own head.
Like, what do they? Does it make its
See,
way?
we can't grasp that because we can't do it.
Like, does the urine like make its way onto the head while they're urinating, or
they purposely, and anyone can look this up if they want.
Well, it's like, how does the urine get onto their heads?
If
they're doing it like if they're
they stand.
Yeah.
And they turn their head all the way behind.
It's kind of really hard to do.
Kind of like a cat or a dog.
It's kind of really hard to do.
But they do it.
Like an owl.
Okay, not an owl. They're not. No, you know how like a dog or like cat kind of like can lick themselves clean, right?
Yeah.
They can like lick their personal parts if they need to. Well, it's kind of like that, but a billy goat, they urinate on their own head, and there actually is a reason to it.
Keep their head clean.
No, actually, it's to you really want to know what it is?
It's to like.
But don't try this at home. Please don't urinate on your own head.
Is it to like?
You can attempt, but
Is it to like shy away predators?
No, it's to smell more attractive for females. So don't go do this at home. I see that look in your eye. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go try this.
It's like, make it into like a perfume first.
Well, right. Someone just goes home and just gets a whole bunch. They just put their head in pee and they just.
It's like, well, what's that you have on? It's Maybelline.
But you don't really know it's goat urine. The little disclaimer at the bottom of the bottle: goat urine.
Fine print.
Yeah, exactly. We're not saying Maybelline has that, so let's not.
That'd be like.
That's not a true thing.
Like when goats do that, I know the perfect song for them. The company.
What's that?
The raindrops keep falling on.
Oh my gosh. Raindrops? They're not even raindrops.
I mean, that's okay.
That's like what you said with the what happened to you just like a couple like 30 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. What did you say? Like
there was a
we're walking to your house.
We were outside.
Your place.
Walking into the door, and like there's like this like stealth raindrop. It's like it's like dropped on my glasses, like inside, so it kind of like hit my cheek, and I was just like, wow, that came out of nowhere. And then I told.
Oh man! What'd you say to me?
I told you that. I said, man, that rain sure got the drop on me.
And I was just completely dead because the rain got the drop on you. And I was like, this guy's a genius. He needs to be on my show. Our show. Excuse me. Sorry. But
what did you say?
It was so clever. I was like, holy shiz sticks. You know, so that really. Anyway, so yeah, just remember that you can't eat pie on Christmas Day in the UK. Mince pie. Cromwell pretty much ruined that whole thing. Cherophobia is the fear. I think I'm still saying this wrong. But anyway, it's a fear of fun. And then to recap, billy goats, they urinate on their own heads to smell more attractive for females. I really am not telling anyone to go home and urinate on their own heads. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about billy goats.
We leave that up to Mythbusters.
Mythbusters, yeah. Let's send that to them. Be like, hey, you guys want to do a little myth? Like, Jamie's like, yeah, sure, we'll do a myth. Can you what is this? What are you showing me? Someone says my clothes looked gay today. I told them my clothes came out of the closet this morning.
Like the face at the bottom is like what sells it for me.
Why would you do that to me?
Like the face at the bottom is what sells it for me.
Oh man, I'm not poking fun at gay people. It's just that whole thing came out of the closet. I get it. It's funny. And if you can't laugh at yourself, then that's your problem, not mine. Well, that was kind of dark. Jeez, what's my problem?
Jeez, Gma.
I'm sorry. Gma got a little heated during the situation. So, anyway. Yeah. Oh, yeah, geez. What was the other thing that happened to me? Oh, I was driving down the road today, and guess what happened? Guess what was crawling in the middle of the road?
Squirrel.
Yeah, it was a squirrel. And he couldn't decide to go right or left. And I'll tell you one thing: if I wouldn't have stopped, he just kept going right and left. Actually, you were in the car with me, and the squirrel's like, "I'm just gonna get in his way, so he'll feel bad if he hits me." You know, just like, excuse me, squirrel, you need to not be in the road, and you can't make up your mind to go to one side or the other. What's your problem? And then I'm driving down the road again. Same time. You were with me. And what happened again? Another squirrel came out of the road.
They coordinated it.
Yeah. You said something. It was just like really great.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I bet that squirrel, like, the first squirrel, like, called up his buddy. It was like, hey, it's like you should go in the middle, hang out in the middle of the road.
He just, like, recruits him to, like, go in the middle of the road. Well, I don't know if squirrels communicate through radio, but if they do,
like this just in,
squirrels can communicate with each other via radio. But I was kind of singing the song that, not the song, but the intro. What was it? Oh, the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
You are now in the Twilight Zone. So, anything else going on in your day-to-day job? Anything new?
Oh,
I mean, my job's going pretty good, so I'm happy about it.
mostly.
But you don't have to, like, say, like, exactly, like, everything.
8 a.m. I woke up, had some Cocoa Puffs.
Well, now I know we have it at 8 a.m. every morning.
No, mostly same old work.
Yeah.
School loans. Well, work,
You work and then you die.
school loans. You know, paying that off.
Hey,
We're in the home
school loans.
We're in the home stretch, so we're in conserve mode activated.
Conserve mode. That means no spending money on video games for a while.
Or at least not a lot.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same because
Well, at least not until this coming up Friday, because that's when I get paid.
I think I'm going to wait for next Black Friday. Oh, do you have a nice Thanksgiving, by the way?
I did.
That's good. Yeah,
Did
me
you?
too. Yeah, I did too. I know that's kind of boring for the listeners, but it was nice.
I had mine yesterday actually, because my mom worked on Thursday.
Oh, you had it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But on Thursday, still at ham though.
Oh, my mom actually fixed
still pretty good.
like an organic turkey.
Huh.
And so I kept joking with her. I'm like, oh my gosh, Mom, are these napkins organic? And she just gave me this. She just like rolled her eyes, and I was just like, whoa, this candle must be organic too, because she really likes organic things. But I just give her crap about it because
fun.
Yeah, there you go. There's the expression. I was just poking fun. Wow, Mom, this pie, it must be organic. She just like was like, I'm gonna kill you, kind of look, the whole death glare kind of thing, you know? Yeah.
But yeah, just been doing work,
Same.
paying for school loans, playing games in the spare time,
Yeah.
hanging out. But I guess more on a more exciting event that happened was
You got laid.
not yet.
Working on it.
Working on it.
That's good. Where would you say you are on the Lado-meter?
Probably 7.
7. Okay. All right. I could do that.
Um,
I'm not saying I could do that. I'm just saying.
it's like I could work
I
on 7.
understand. Right. That's good.
I don't think I've told. I don't think I've told you this yet.
No.
But
I'm curious. Tell me.
it was like a couple weeks
Tell everybody.
ago when apparently someone tried to break into my car.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Really?
It was funny because I get home from work.
Uh-oh.
And then.
Oh, it was me, by the way.
Oh, that's okay. I get home from work and then my dad's like, did someone try to break into your car? And I'm like, no, I hope not. No. It's and I'm like, it doesn't feel like anything was taken. I don't remember anything like doesn't feel like anything was missing out of the ordinary.
One time my fuzzy dice was stolen, but
and
I was really ashamed. I mean, not ashamed. I was like, why'd you take my fuzzy dice?
He's like,
really?
He's like, man, nothing's like worth in here is worth it. I'm just gonna take this out of spite.
I think it was. There was like, I'm just taking my fuzzy dice. I don't like them.
And so I was like,
so weird.
My dad said that. I was like, I don't know. I hope not. But and I was like,
I can just see this whole situation.
I continued with like saying like, I don't. It doesn't seem. I don't remember. I didn't notice anything that seemed like was misplaced or taken out, or I haven't noticed any damages to anything. Then he was like, "Oh, because Mom got a message from a policeman on her phone."
Uh-oh.
Which the weird thing was like, why would she have?
Why would they contact her?
Not me.
That's weird.
But then we ended up talking. Me and my dad, we called the number that was left in the message, and
was it like a non-emergency line?
I think so. I think
yeah,
it was like
that's probably what it was.
On like line.
Yeah, 911 doesn't really call. It's more like the non-emergency.
And we called it. Me and my dad called the number. We put like on speakerphone, and he was like, "We're like, hey," he's like, "Oh, we got a call from so and so earlier," and he's like, "Oh yeah, is this car your car?" And I was like, "No, mine's a Honda Sonata 2003." And he's like, "Oh, okay." Then we learned that it's like, oh, it must have been another one that got broken into.
Oh.
But then he said, well, he asked like were you in the stand-up arcade like the other night?
You're like, yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, okay, because there was somebody that was kind of going around trying to kind of get into cars and stuff. So
whoa.
So from what I understood, he said that he probably tried to get into my car but couldn't get in.
Oh.
So I just like moved on to the next car.
So I wonder if they had like a video.
Probably do.
Yeah, they have cameras there, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. And it's pretty crazy though, because it's like how on top of that they are.
Weird.
Because like if they didn't call me or call us, I would have had no.
You wouldn't
idea.
have known.
That would have not been a thing I would have ever.
It would never have occurred to you.
Yeah, I would have been like, oh, no one's ever broken my car ever.
Yet someone did the other day, and you just didn't know it.
So
Always lock your doors.
So in retrospect, those policemen, they're pretty on top of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, actually, since they cut out the whole, since we're now in digital cable, since a lot of the things are digital now, I think it has something to do with the response time for emergency units is like a much faster now because it frees up a lot of the other space with how they communicate. Again, I don't know that whole like spectrum, but it's something to do. But that's pretty cool. They're like telling you like, yeah, your car tried to get broken into. Just want you to know.
So yeah, then he was like, but then yeah, we're like, oh, everything's pretty fine, or everything's fine, and so we're cool. Then he said, but in the future you might get some mail in the future regarding about like something court related to this guy.
Oh, well, that'd be good. You'd be a witness, probably.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting.
And then also he,
I mean, I don't know that, but I'm just guessing.
Yeah, so you might get some mail in the future regarding some court stuff. And then also that we're gonna like put you down as like a victim of car shooting.
Oh.
I was like, okay.
Interesting. Well, I mean, yeah. When I got my car broken into, people stole my fuzzy dice. In fact, they did a lot of things. They stole my subwoofer, amp, radio, fuzzy dice. And again, I don't know why they took those. I don't know. Like, you can find these fuzzy dice anywhere. You know, you go to like just O'Reilly's or
I have fuzzy dice.
AutoZone.
Or at least I did at one point.
Yeah, you get fuzzy. So they're not like impossible to acquire. But then I think that they just didn't like my car so much because I mean, let's get real. I mean, people see a crappy car and like, oh, we'll just mess with it, right? And so they cut my neon underneath my car too.
Wow.
And I'm just like, that's just rude. They just cut my wires to my neon. And maybe it was because, well, I remember it actually. I was at the movie theater here in town, and
I remember.
it was one off Lancaster, and I parked it.
You like parked in like way.
I parked in the dark, like way in the back, and so I was kind of just asking for it. And yeah, they raided my car. I'm still blown away that they thought it would be cool to cut my underglow. I'm not like. Again, I just think that's just rude. Because I was mad about it. I'm not mad anymore. But
It was a dagger.
woo-wee, a dagger through my heart.
But yeah, I was like, there's nothing even worth stealing in my car. I mean, the most like valuable thing in there is my pirate hat, my back seat.
If they took your pirate hat, what would you do?
I'd be very upset.
Would you file a police report?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And then I would sue them.
What are you gonna tell the police?
I'd say
They took my pirate hat, man. I don't know. It's
like,
just a pirate hat.
That's my.
Do you know the serial number of it? Because I think
pirate hat.
I think they actually need like numbers to actually track down the item.
Well, I would say to them
I guarantee you they laughed their ass off if you called about your pirate hat.
Because kind of like, what do you call it? Oh, so I'd say it's like my emotional support hat.
Oh my goodness. No, you did not just do that. You could do that though.
Yeah. And yeah, I was like, I have nothing worth stealing in my car other than
your lanyards,
my pirate hat, maybe my jumper cables or something.
Yeah. What about your lanyards for all your, cons, your conventions you've been to?
I got all those ones for free.
Did you?
Yeah. So I don't know if it'd be worth anything. But other than that, then I was like, why don't sometimes people steal like your stereo out of your car?
Well, they only stole my faceplate.
And I was like,
that was kind of strange.
Well, I was like, oh, I know sometimes people steal like your stereo out of your car, and then my dad is like, it's like yours isn't worth anything. I was like, well, I was guessing so.
I mean that makes sense.
Like it was just like stock 2003 stereo when you get the car. It's not like a $1,200 stereo. That's like,
Oh god, you said 12,000. I was like, whoa, that's expensive for a stereo.
So yeah.
Oh, I mean, same here. My faceplate was only like what, like $110 or something like that with the stereo. So it was actually kind of annoying because I had to I went to a special audio shop, and I was like, well, I need to match up the faceplate. And so the guy's like, here you go. And there's this giant bin full of all these faceplates. He's like, just try to match it up. And then eventually, after I went through like 40 of them, I did. And so now we're good. So it kind of worked out well.
Everything turned out well.
That's good.
The whole breaking into.
That's good. I mean, as long as you weren't hurt. I mean, that really comes down to it. Yes, I would be devastated if people steal stuff from my car.
They blow it up.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not terrorists. But if people steal stuff from your car, it kind of sucks because you have stuff that is meaning to you. It has I can't think of the word right now off the top of my head, but sentimental value. But in the end, as long as you're not hurt, who cares? I mean,
yeah, it's like if you had a house fire and couldn't really save anything.
If you lost all your stuff, wouldn't you be devastated? Yeah, of course you would. But always remember, in the end, it's always good to be alive.
Yeah, there's a person on YouTube that I watch sometimes that happened to. He had like a bajillion like games.
He had pictures before, I'm sure,
and like games and systems, and he bought like a really expensive computer too to do like editing and stuff, or like videos and all.
That's why you need
stuff.
insurance.
And so then his house was on fire because of a wildfire.
Your house has insurance, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And
I gotta get insurance for my apartment.
And so then he kind of made some videos throughout the whole thing, and then he's like, well, starting from step one, it's like here's my game collection.
Oh man, gosh.
And
that's why I gotta back up all my digital pictures and stuff. I actually want to print them because I feel like if I'll leave them on the computer for too long, that my computer will die, and then there goes all my pictures.
Yeah, but then there was on one of the videos he was like saying that they couldn't find his like, because they live in kind of like on a mountain, like a hillside in the mountain, and there's only one way out of that, off of that mountain, one way up, one way down. And so when they were leaving this like mountain where they lived, they can find their cat, and this like whole like mountain side is being engulfed by this like wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like talking about his cat, and I was like feeling bad for his cat, and I was like, oh, I hope they find him. And then
oh man, especially with animals, it's like you really want to,
because he said like, oh, tomorrow or the next day I'm gonna try to go back and maybe see if I can find my cat. But then he made it after that, maybe a few days later, he made another video, and he's like, hey, they will find my cat. And I was like, yay.
Yo, good. I'm so happy that had a good ending to the story. Speaking of endings, we're gonna wrap up here. But thank you, P-Snacks, for joining us. Appreciate your time.
No problemo.
This is Gma.
Boom.
This is Gma and P-Snacks, and we're signing out for the day. Thank you for listening. Have a good night. You're listening to Gma's Front Porch. We're ending off with Electro Monsters, Popcorn Funk.
Alright.